Hey, what's up guys? We're back with another installation video again for the Challenger. This is our third diffuser that we have. It's brand new. This is the vz102490. Same process we've done with all the other ones. We're gonna put it together, install it. The only difference with this one is that this one does come with a rear light. So we're also gonna show you how to hook it up, which comes included. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're gonna go and remove the other diffuser we installed last week. And if you guys want to know how to remove the OEM diffuser, we have that on our channel as well. There's a video of it, so go check it out. All right, let's get into it. So we're just going ahead and remove the tabs at the bottom. Now we're gonna go ahead and start popping off the diffuser from the bumper. We have the diffuser off. Now we have the diffuser popped off and everything. We're gonna go ahead and assemble the diffuser. Just like the others, it comes with simple hardware that comes included. And we're just gonna go ahead and attach the two side fins to the diffuser. So you can see here the hardware that comes included. You're gonna use the two silver screws that hold the fin into place on the diffuser, and then the black tab will go ahead and you would attach it down right here into the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and do the passenger side first. And then you're just gonna go ahead and grab the black tab. We're just gonna put this piece in first, and then this will go afterwards. Just push it in through the hole, and you just grab the black plastic screw one and just push it in. There you go. So there's the first fin, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing onto the other fin. There you go, we have the diffuser built, and we're just gonna go ahead and attach the light before we go ahead and put it on. So to attach the light to the diffuser, it's just gonna be the same silver screws that you would use to attach the fin. These do come included as well. So now before we go ahead and put the diffuser onto the car, we're gonna drop down the Challenger to open up the trunk. We're gonna go ahead and connect the light onto running the power from the rear lights.
To hook up the lights, we will need to access the brake light wires stored inside the trunk. Unplug the connector from the back of the brake light in order to access the electrical wires. The black wire is the ground, meaning it's negative, so now we will use a voltage meter in order to find the positive wire.
We're going to put it on volts DC, put the decimal at the second place so we can see 12. Basically going to clip the pin to the black lead on the voltmeter, and then on the positive side, and then we can start to experiment. Somebody's going to have to go in and hit the brake button, and then basically I'm going to cycle between these three and see which one shows 12 volts when the brake pedal is pressed, and then it'll show 12 volts right there. So it is the green striped wire.
Now that we know the wire with the green lining is the positive wire, we can put the voltage meter away. We then want to cut the shielding off the wire in order to connect it with our diffuser's brake light.
You don't need a lot of length, just half a centimeter or so. Then you do the same on the positive side. Then, like two short lengths of wire, you're going to solder, you're going to twist around the exposed wire that you just cleared. Like so. So you could leave it like that, but it's not exactly roadworthy. So it's always a good idea to solder them in. That's the only soldering we need to do. Then you're golden. Because then we can just work with these bare wires instead of having to You go backwards because the plug goes into the brake, so it's a little bit easier if extra wires sticking out this way. Since I don't have different color wires, I'm just going to mark the ground one with a black wire here. I'm going to strip the ends. So now we should test it. Now if we take black to black and red to red, see that? Flashing LED. So it blinks at first and then it goes solid. Now that we know it works, assemble it.
So now that we know the brake light is working, we are going to use an extra wire to fish out the diffuser wire up to the trunk. So for this step you could use a piece of string or whatever you have lying around. You just want to make sure you can get that diffuser wire up to trunk so it can then be connected with the rest of the brake light wires. And now that the diffuser wires are there, connect them with the correct wires that we made pigtails for earlier. The diffuser's red wire will be connected to the wire with the green lining, and the black wire be connected to the other black wire. You could solder these wires as well, but we chose not to in case we want to switch out this diffuser later on. Now that the wires are connected, we just need to plug the connector back in.
Now that we have the light all hooked up, we're gonna go ahead and now put on the reflectors before we attach the diffuser onto the bumper. Now after that, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna attach the sensors onto the diffuser. All right. Now we got all the sensors on. Now we go ahead and just clip in all the diffuser onto the bumper. I'm gonna start off from the middle and then work our way to the sides. So before we do go ahead with the rest, I'm gonna go ahead and lift up the car since the diffuser is being held up in the middle. There you go. And now that we have the diffuser all clipped in and everything, we're gonna go ahead and put on the two tabs at the bottom. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put back our exhaust tips. Now that I got those in, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the two fender pieces off the other diffuser and attach them to this diffuser. Now we got the diffuser on the bumper. We're gonna go ahead and lower it off the lift, and then we're gonna go ahead and connect the brake light back so then we can have this powered on.
When we went to plug back in the brake light, the wiring was a very tight fit, so we decided to add an extra length of cable in between the diffuser's cables and the pigtails. Depending on how you routed the cable to the trunk, you may or may not need to do this as well.
right, guys, that's our video installation of the vz102490. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, see our TikToks. Thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for more future endeavors.